All right, good morning, everybody. Happy last Saturday of February. Can't believe we're already pretty much through the month. I know I always say that when I start the stream, don't I? I gotta change. I gotta come up with something different, don't I? Anyway, welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I'm your host, pilot, lead singer, driver of the airplane for Parasox Airline, Uncle B. Today we're going from Pristina. I know here it says Adem Jashari. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. To Burgas in Bulgaria. We're in, I think, Montenegro, something like that. Hello, Mick. How are you? Nice to see you here. So we're going to take off from Pristina. I think that's the name of the airport, basically. We're going to intercept this VOR DME right here near Sofia, the main airport in Bulgaria. We've been here before, a long time ago. But we're going to continue on to the coast here of Bulgaria and land in Burgas. Come in there, hopefully land it nice and gently. Looks like we're right near kind of a coastal area. Kind of almost looks like lots of farmland here in the area. But anyway, that's the plan. Hello, Wadi. How are you? Watsy, yep. I'm all right. How about yourself? Good to see you. So that's the plan for today. Excuse me for a second. The plan, the route is here. There we go. There's that. And so yeah. Hello, Pulsey. Hello, Bex. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Give me just a couple minutes. I'm going to go grab something to drink real fast, and I'll be right back, and we'll get started, all right? Talk amongst yourselves. Be kind. I don't want to repeat of last Saturday. I'm just going to put that out there. And if either one of them comes in, you tell them, no repeat of last Saturday. Per me. There we go. No repeat of last Saturday, Joseph. Okay? I'm just going to tell you that right now. No repeat of last Saturday. All right, I'm back. All right. Talking about racing, apparently. But the tissue's talking about. No, I didn't. No, it wasn't all that, Mick. No, I just wanted. I meant to make a cup of hot chocolate before I began, and what these did. Yeah, I know, but it's only 10. Not. This is like within the realm of reality. You know, like a 10-minute delay. No, I got sidetracked. I was checking some other stuff, and then I looked at the time. I was like, "Oh, I gotta get started." But then I was like, "Oh, I didn't make my big cup of hot chocolate." So, all right. So anyway, that's the plan for today. It says about 2 hours and 21 minutes. I think we're gonna get there a little bit quicker. Let's pull up a little nav map right here. Uh, so we got uh about 143 nautical miles to our VOR-DME. So once we get to our top of climb here, which I never really follow that, like we have to be at our cruising altitude, we're going to get up to we're going to go for about 8,000 feet. We may go a little bit higher depending on what we encounter here. But once we get past the VOR-DME here near Sofia, we can start kind of dropping our altitude a little bit if we want, which we may do. But it's 164 nautical miles to there. Well, that's to the top of descent. But either way. And we're coming in on runway 4 today. So let's get in here and get the plane started up and get things going here. No, I meant to make my hot chocolate earlier, but then it just turned out my dad kind of filled the kettle up way high, so it took a little bit longer for the kettle to heat up. So, anyways, do you remember which way we're taking off? I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's get in here. Get our. Let's get these out the way first. Main. Oh, gotta put the ground power on. There we go. Okay. All right, we are started up. Turn those off. Get a little light. I like the lights on in here. Turn the batteries on. Get rid of the ground power. What's my frequency? 11750. Did you have that? Oh, yes, I did. Yes, absolutely, I did. Oh, I know where I need to put it in at. Yep, it was pretty tasty. Although I have to admit, the burgers from Jack's are not nearly as good as the ones from Arby's. Has a better hamburger, surprisingly. All right, let's dial in our altitude. Oops, 8,000. We're already at 17, almost 1,800 feet. We'll just round it up. Ballpark at 1,800. Oh, I love it, Joseph. Oh, we'll talk. Hello, Tenchel. Lurk and chew gum, and I'm all out of gum. You're here to lurk, then. No, that's all right. I'm glad to have you along. Feel free to lurk. Okay. I think we are all set. Let's, excuse me. Oh. That undone. All right, I think we're all, oh, nope. Lights, yeah. They're gonna get you. Let's talk to somebody. We're heading to the east.
Christina Ground Clipper 237 with Alpha Request Taxi.
Hey, Infidel Farman, how are you? Golf?
Clipper
Yes.
237 taxi
Yes.
to and hold short of runway 17 using taxiway. Contact tower on 126.55 when ready.
Let's go see which one we're.
Taxiing hold short runway 17 using
It's right
taxiway
there.
Clipper 237.
There we go. All right, quick run to 17. We're gonna go out that way. All right, so. All right. What's new, Infidel? How you doing? Everything okay? How's life in Houston? You guys still getting a ton of rain? I think it's heading this way, unless it went north of us. Look at that precision steering. Yes, while we're taxiing over here to our departure runway, which isn't very far. Golf is fantastic. I started the tour last night. I did a little bit of practice just to kind of. I switched the swing mechanics. I was trying to use the right thumbstick, and I was all over the place with that. But with the 3 clicks, I'm nailing it. So I'm leading. First round of the FedEx to get the FedEx Championship done. So I'm leading in Boston. I think is the first round, first course you play at. So yeah, I'm loving it. It takes a bit of getting used to, but if you practice it enough, it's like not a big deal.
Christina Tower Clipper 237 ready for east departure at runway 17.
Clipper 237, wind 145 at 5. East departure approved.
Yeah, that's what I
Cleared
do.
for takeoff runway
But
17.
I tried the other way just to see how it was, and
Cleared for takeoff runway
I did that in
17
the Q
Clipper
course,
237.
and I was just really, yeah, it is. I discovered that. I changed it when I was practicing, and I was like, oh man, I'm nailing the shots way better. All right, let's see here. Let's just pull up this handy dandy map here. But it's not. See, it's weird because now it doesn't show my departure line out of the airport. Looks like we got to take a left, I believe. Well, I don't know about that. Well, I'll say this: getting the early access was a good idea because it's allowed me to kind of get used to the game already a little bit. It has its own element of grind to it. Like, you got to level up your clubs and stuff like that, your character. There's a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, we're going to take a left, not away. Okay. Ooh, I'm not really lined up, am I? Hold on a second. I'm kind of not really straight. Is that good then? Huh? I must have missed something in the chat. I gotta get the plane straightened up here. Precision steering let me down. Alright, that's better. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much useless. We won't need that. He's that good. I'm not bothering to get the new one. No, Bex, I think you would love the new one, quite honestly. It's actually... I went back and tried the old one, the 2023. No. The swing in 2025 is much better. I think. And if you level up your character, you can get golf balls that kind of don't let the wind doesn't affect it as much. Speaking of wind. Well, the Shark Tank's already made a ruling there, Joseph. You're coming up. Yes, but if you add a rhythm
Clipper 237, continue for east departure.
thingy to your
Christina Tower Clipper 237, continue
to
for
your
east
putter,
departure.
it helps. All right, away we go. No, I think you'd really like it, Bex. To be honest, it's. I think it's way better than the previous one, and I didn't really play that one all that much. Actually I didn't play it at all. But I went back and tried it, and the new one is phenomenally better. The swing mechanics are better. I think the graphics are better. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, I think. I think we are. Play the career. Yeah, the career mode, I like it. Like I put it, I was like, well, let me try it on amateur, and amateur is, I think, just a smidge too easy. All right, there we go. I thought you excuse me. I thought you pre-ordered it, Glenn.
Clipper 237, leading my airspace frequency change approved.
All right.
Christina Tower Clipper 237, frequency change. Christina Approach Clipper 237 is type 5 miles east of Christina, 4,200 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Oh, the standard. Oh, well then you should, if you pre-order, you should have access to it already. I thought.
Squawk 0006 Clipper 237.
Clipper 237 radar contact 6 miles east of Pristina, 4,400 feet. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Clipper 237.
Because here was, if you pre-ordered any edition, I think you got access like a week early. I figured you were already hacking away at the greens, at the fairways and whatnot. Real quick, Greenbelt 806. Thanks for the follow last week. I think that might have happened just as I was ending the stream. Oh, dang! I thought if you pre-ordered, it was like you got a week early access. Oh yeah, I did get the high-end edition because I wanted all the extra perks just to get ahead of Glenn. I got to use all the advantages, fair and unfair, to be able to get on his level. No, but I like it. It's pretty cool. Well, I was a bit skeptical at first about getting it, but I'm just like, well, you know, because I'll be honest, the only game I really play on my PlayStation 5 is that game, as Melo likes to call it. But I'm kind of like burned out on that because there's just so much stuff that I didn't, you know, like I'm way behind versus my character. I don't think the wind is that bad of a thing. I think they've improved it, to be honest. Based on what everybody was saying about the wind, I think they have I think it's improved, you know. But that's just my take on it. No, it's well, part of it is if you've already started to upgrade your clubs and everything, the wind isn't really that big of a factor. It's kind of like just, it's there, but it's not like you're stressing about it, I think.
Belgrade Center Clipper 237 6,800 feet.
Clipper 237 Belgrade Center altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 8 radar contact. Continue.
So, I mean, they may tweak it later on, you know, to make it much more difficult. Depending, see, I thought it was based on whatever, like if you're on the pro mode, then I would think that the wind would be much more of a factor. Okay, we are nearing our cruising altitude. Turn that off. So no, it's pretty fantastic, I think. I think it's a much better like I think they've improved upon the stuff that was an issue in the old one. I really do believe, like, when I kind of went back and checked it out myself, the swing mechanics, yeah, I think they're probably going to go in and change the wind eventually. Once they have enough people saying, this is not what I expected it to be much more of a challenge, then I think they'll certainly change that, change it. But see, I like to see an incremental change where they're going to go in and make some adjustments, but not like a drastic adjustment. Just, do it in incremental steps until you find that sweet spot where it's challenging, but not to the point that you want to rage quit either. I think that would be much better. Whereas a lot of the times they tend to overdo it, and so it just people end up getting frustrated with it and just go like, F this, and they're done. We must have a tail. Let's have a look at the weather. Not necessarily a tail, kind of across from behind us. Oh, we only have an hour and 16 to do the flight? Well, that seems... but they also have this thing where you when you make your character, you pick like this, like I picked the magician, right? And it's the premise is that when you pick that, if you get into you hit some bad shots, your character has the skills to kind of like suddenly turn a bad shot into a good one, kind of thing. Magic, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I think I like it. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see. So hopefully I think this should be working. There we go. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people said technician, but I looked at that one, I was kind of like, nah, I like the magician one. Why? I thought this was going to be a much longer flight. But maybe it's an hour and 12 to get to... But yeah, anyway, no, I like it. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, I think, I know I was frustrated because I didn't have the 3-click swing enabled first. And so I was just kind of like, I was turning into Joseph, basically. And then when I changed it, I was like, oh. Yeah, I think, I mean, you can pick, I think there's one that you can pick that's just pretty much straightforward, that doesn't have any real um, anything special about it. But you know, like Glenn, I think could probably pick something that suits his abilities. Or see, I don't know. I think you have to pick one, but I'm not sure. I think that's the case. So I don't know. I I like it though. I'm pretty happy with it. I think what's going to happen though is when they start tinkering with everything, it's going to people are going to start to really be upset with it. And there's not and that's how I was when I was doing the Q core specs. Um it was a um I was just like trying to hit it as best as possible, but I'm just like, let me try this way. And I was hitting some pretty decent shots once in a blue moon, but it was very inconsistent. But with the 3-click, it's like I feel I can get more consistency that way, and I'm hitting fairways fairly regularly. Um, I'm in greens in regulation regularly. It's the only thing I got to work on is my putting, because I tend to hit past. No, you could use the 3-click. You could use either one, whichever one you prefer. I know what you meant. No, you could use whichever one you want. 3-click is by far, I think, easier to be consistent with. If you want to challenge, see, I think that's where, like, maybe with 3-click, the wind may not affect your shot as much because you're in better control. Whereas with the stick, trying to hit it using the thumbstick, because you hit an errant shot, the wind, I think, has more impact on it then. But that's just that's my observation. I don't know if that's really true or not, but it just kind of feels that way. But I'm really looking forward to playing Pebble Beach. I've been by there. I've never. I think you can turn that off and you can just try to hit it blindly. Um, I would guess. I mean, you can make it. I think you can make it as difficult as you want it to be, possibly. You know, just like turning off the. You know, if you're racing and you turn off all the information that's usually around the screen, you're just like, I just got to pay attention to the gauge on the dash like a normal race. Well, the drivers, they also have people on the radio that really like, you know. No, you won't be able to. You gotta time it, because it's, if you always overhit, then you're especially on your approach shots, you're gonna always go over the green. You'll never, unless, I mean, if you can really develop the feel for it, you know, try to time it, you know, like, okay, if count down, like, hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, let go, and then try to imagine where that center line is to hit your shots, like, as perfect as possible. But it would take a lot of practice, I think. No, it's pretty awesome, I think. And the Shark Tank will take care of that today, Pulse. Once I'm done flying with them, I'll get in touch with the Shark Tank and they'll. So Mr. Mick will get on there and start tearing up the fairways. Joseph, you better start saving your quid. It'll probably be, well, I'd say probably by this time next year it'll probably go on sale. Well, see, here's the thing. Glenn is very good. He was phenomenal in the old golf game, right? But the key is that if you put in the practice and you work, play the courses. See, that was why he was good. He kind of knew those courses. Well, there was like one or two that he just like absolutely loathed, but generally he knew all the courses very well. But that comes from you got to play. That means you got to spend the time, practicing your shots, knowing, like learning the courses and all that, and that's why he's very good. So anybody, you can beat him if you put in the same amount of work. If you don't, you may get lucky and beat him once in a blue moon on a course that suits you more than it does him, but on average he's going to beat you, and he's not going to feel bad about it. But that's just, like the driving. If you put the time in, hello, Amela. If you put the time in driving and you learn the tracks, you learn the curves, when you're braking and all that, you can win races. Or at least you could get in the top 3, maybe top 5. But if you don't, well, that's nobody's fault but your own. If you don't want to put the time in, then that's on you. You can't bemoan Glenn for being good at it.
Good day.
122.75.
He puts the time in. He gets on there. He
Goodbye.
He plays the course. He learns the layout.
Clipper 237, Sophia Center, altimeter tree 0, decimal tree 7, radar contact continued.
So yeah, that's what it really boils down to. I think is just you got to practice, and you just got to play the game and get good at it. But if you, like, I was a bit nervous about it, to be honest. I was like, man, this is going to be real challenging, and I'm like, wait a minute, let me try the other swing, and I'm just like, now I'm hitting. I'm hitting pretty well. I mean, I've got like a 2 or 3 stroke lead at the end of the first round in Boston in the very first championship game. So, but it just kind of like I do get that the premise of the they have like what GT7 does. You have like daily things that you do, and you get rewards for that. You got weekly stuff, and then it's kind of like, and also they have certain courses. Like, you get extra XP if you hit the fairway on your tee shot, for instance. So it's all fairly straightforward. I don't know, that all might change in the next season. They'll come up with different challenges and all that. But if you do those, that helps level your character up. So it's very similar to the daily races that Pulse does on GT7. If you complete this, if you win or in the top 3 or whatever, you get a certain reward for it, and it helps you level your driver up, and you get some in-game currency to buy another car or whatever. So I think what I notice is almost every game nowadays has some kind of a grind attached to it. You got to level up something, right? Level up your character, level up your vehicle, whatever, right? So that's what keeps people coming back, because you want your car to be the best. You want your character to be the best. But sometimes that grind can really wear you out, So I'm just I still want to play Division 2, but the grind to fill up my watch to get it to 800, that's a long grind. I'm only at 5. I'm almost at 600, I think. But yeah, it's. But I like the grind of the golf game. I'd say the great thing now is I can play golf, but it doesn't impact my elbow. I don't have to worry about damage. You know, if like I hit a shot and it's like I tweaked my elbow. I love to get out and play golf, but I just don't think my elbows are going to tolerate it very well. That's okay. All right, let's see where we're at. We are almost to. Wow, that was fast. 47 nautical miles to a few hours to me. So this might be a bit of a short flight today. May not take us long to get there. We'll see. We still got another leg to go, and it's going to be the longer of the two. So, anyways, what else is there? What else? You know what we could do? We might, depending on how long, when we land there in Burgas, this is the same plane I said sounds good. Yes, I believe so, Amela. We may do the short flight, depending on how long it takes for us to get to Burgas. But if we have time, we may go do that as well.
Going to 123.7 Clipper 237. Sophia approach Clipper 237 8,000 feet.
Clipper 237 Sophia approach altimeter 30.39 radar contact continue.
It was lower offline. Yeah. So we'll see if we get to Burgas. Let's see, it's 10 minutes to 9. We should be almost at Sophia here shortly. I think it's just on the other side of this kind of crazy looking mountainous area here to the right. We're gonna go right over to the lower part, and then I think Sophia's. Oh, it's 36 nautical miles away. So it's still got a little bit to go. I saw an airport over here. I guess I was wrong. It's just a big road. Freeway or something, maybe. So, yep. Next week we'll be heading to Kyrgyzstan. We're departing from. Let's have a look where we're departing from. From Dushanbe International Airport. And that is in. What is that? Oh, it's in Russia. No, wait, is it? Tajikistan. We're going from Tajikistan to Kyrgyzstan. Next week. Next Saturday. And then the following week, we're going to depart from that airport again and head to Turkmenistan. We're going to use that as a base of operations for the next 2 flights. It's kind of centrally located, so it works out very well for me. Now, I believe our destination has, we can dial in, well, it wouldn't take us directly to the airport, it's just above it. Right there, it's not, if it's closer, I'd feel comfortable dialing it in, but we're coming in this way, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to fly over the airport, and then we're going to circle, make a big loop around, come in on runway 4. So, no ILS approach today coming into that airport. It's on the opposite end, but the wind's favoring runway 4, so. There's the airport right there, and our VOR DME is just past that. There's Sofia right there to the left. Our VOR DME is just in front of us still. Let's see if we can spot it on the ground where we pass over it. What I'm trying to do with these flights is I try to break it up. It's not just a straight shot, that at least we kind of fly a path that we can kind of see some areas. I mean, we've been here, it was like, it's been years now since we flew into Sofia, in and out of Sofia, where I did that flight all the way from Amsterdam to the Amsterdam to the former Dutch East Indies. So just kind of, it's nice to revisit some of the areas we've been before, kind of see it again, and then certainly go somewhere we've not been to before. So I'm trying to, when I fly to these places to get the flags of the countries for the collection, I'm trying to go places we've not been at all, so that we all see something new for the first time together. Any minute now we should be turning. 13, this one 13, so it's still, we're almost there. And it's not going to be a major turn, it seems like. Matter of fact, you know what we'll do? Let's go ahead and dial in that other. Yeah, just a slight turn to the right. But we'll dial in. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that in. Why not? Can't get LRM to work. Have you uninstalled it and reinstalled it? Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? I don't know. Lots of people seem to be having issues with LRM Twisted. I don't know what it is. I know some people said they had issues after the last update. I don't know. It's weird. It's very peculiar. You're having problems with it. Infidel Farman's having problems with it, but mine seems to work just fine. I don't get it. I mean, all I do is just use it for point to point. I don't import the flight plan into SimBrief or anything like that. I just use it for another way to show where we are, along in the journey. But that's peculiar that other people are having issues. All right, we're pretty much almost right over this, so we might be able to see the doohickey on the ground here. Maybe sometimes you can see it from the air. It's clearly defined what it is. Nope, we still got like 2.8 miles, so it's up in these mountains here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. Why some people are having issues and others aren't? Have you done the uninstall, reinstall? Have you updated FSUI PC? I know there was an update for that. That could be part of. Well, no, that has nothing to do with it. I'm thinking of landing rate monitor. Landing. Wait, are you talking about landing rate monitor? Try updating. Have you updated your FSUI PC?
Contact Sophia Center on 122.
I'm thinking a little nav map. Yeah, there was an update
122.75
for.
Clipper
So you updated
237.
that.
Goodbye. Sophia Center
I
Clipper
don't know.
237 8,000 feet.
Clipper 237, Sophia Center altimeter tree 0 decimal. For tree radar contact, continue.
So it looks like we just passed over. Might have been it back there. In Scruffy's Discord, there's a link to the area where you download FsUIPC. It'll take you right there, and then just it'll overwrite, but it should like uninstall the previous version and then overwrite it with the new one. But sometimes you may have to actually clean out the old one before you install the new one. I mean, that could be it. I had problems with it before where it wasn't working. And they said if you put FsUIPC in your tray at the bottom, you know, like your, what they call your tray. It took me a while to figure out what they were talking about, but the stuff at the bottom of your task, your toolbar, or your whatever you want to call it. If you put it there and start it up before you start the sim, then it should connect to LRM. Fuel. Alright, let's switch back to main tanks. Should get us the rest of the way there. That's the only other thing I could think of. Look at this nice valley. This is like a salt lake or something. Look at that. That's some kind of a, maybe that's minerals? Huh. Look at that. Maybe it's just dried out part of it. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but that's interesting. Chat. No, no, it didn't. Nope, nothing I'm aware of. No, that's the only thing I could recommend is just uninstall it, go back and do a fresh reinstall. Get rid of all, whatever you downloaded, get rid of all that and try it again. But put it in your tray. It's like I have FsUIPC on its own and LRM on its own. I always start up FsUIPC before I start up the sim. And it seems everything connects, no problems. Because I had a problem with LRM not connecting, and that's what they told me to do, and so far it's worked. So that'd be my suggestion. To go. It's about 44 minutes to get there. I had the bacon cheeseburger last night from Jacksonville. But so for lunch, now, if you're a person of a certain age, if I say Hungry Man Dinners, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. So I tried one. I got 2 of them from Publix earlier in the week. So this one had like this, it says pork and chicken. You have like a chicken patty kind of thing and like a thing of pork or whatever, and it's supposed to be like this barbecue sauce kind of stuff. It's got mashed potatoes, corn, and a little brownie or whatever. It was alright. It wasn't like the most exciting thing, but it's like if you're hungry and you don't feel like really cooking anything, you throw it in the microwave for a little while. It's heated up. It's tolerable, but it's not like I don't know that I'd want to eat them on a regular basis. Not that the burger from Jack's was any better for me than the Hungry Man dinner, but so no, I was all right. But no, I was hungry by the time I got back home from taking Mr. Wiggles to the vet's office because they wanted to check him after he had his little ER visit and stayed overnight at the vet hospital in the town over from us. They just wanted to see how he was doing. They just didn't want to give him the medicine blindly. They wanted to check themselves to see how he was doing. So by the time I got home, I was really hungry. So I just ordered some Jack's real quick. Ate that while I was watching Kev trucking last night with the Macar. And that was pretty awesome, Twisted. You guys racing to the end. Trying to cause chaos. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what. Oh, caps. It worked. Oh. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Excellent. Fantastic. Now you can fly with us again. Okay. Spain to Portugal. Oh, are you talking about the... Yeah, the second flight, that's the medium. I don't know which one Kev's going to want to do. I was thinking about doing the short one after this flight, depending on what... It says we're going to get there in about 40-something minutes. We're cooking along pretty good here. He said medium? Okay. I might just do the short flight, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the medium today, but I'll certainly watch. I may just knock out the short just to have it done, so I don't miss it later on. But we'll see how I feel after we get to Burgas. Anybody else feel a little bit concerned about what's in front of us here? It's kind of a weird area here. Medium is how I looked at it last night. 486. See, the mediums are a bit ridiculous sometimes. See if it was like 3 something, or that's a little bit more manageable, but has Scruffy done the short yet? Let's see. So I know he was having problems with flights in general. Yeah, he did the short. He got a negative. Ooh, he got a -5. Dang. Yeah, we're not going to beat him on that one. We'd all have to get zeros. And that's not going to happen. It's possible, but not likely. Well, now I'm really tempted to do the short, but we might take the vertigo and just get it done in a hot second. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. We'll just have a bit of fun. Zip from somewhere in Canada down to what is it? In Idaho, Canada, just like right across the border. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I might be able to beat him in the vertigo. -5. Whew. Yeah, that's probably the only chance I got at beating him is if I can get I could either beat him or tie him in the vertigo. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're just gonna. We're getting really close to this mountainous area right here to our left. Yeah, I'll do the vertigo after this. We'll hop in the speedy plane. I've gotten a little bit better with it on the ground, although it's really very difficult to kind of keep control on the ground, especially if there's a big crosswind or something. It's such a small, light plane. But that'll make work of that 97 nautical miles fairly quickly. Might as well just knock it out. Let's rise to the occasion. Let's see what else. I guess we don't really have to talk about Blondie's Pizza. Oh man, that was good pizza and it was cheap back in the day. Couple bucks, you got a big slice and a drink, and it wasn't like a super gulp or whatever. It was like probably what we call medium size now, but you could refill as often as you wanted. It was right there by UC Berkeley, so a lot of the students who were struggling financially, you save up your change during the week, and on Saturday or whatever, you go to Blondie's Pizza down the street on University. What's it? University. It goes from Berkeley all the way down to Oakland. I can't remember the name of it now. I have to look it up. Hold on. I'll tell you what it is here in just a second. Telegraph Avenue. Yep, Telegraph Avenue. You go down Telegraph, and there was a Blondie's on Telegraph, and you could go in there for real cheap. Buy a big slice, and it wasn't like just a thin slice. It was a massive slice of pizza. You can get sausage or pepperoni. It wasn't like super fancy or nothing. They had like sausage, pepperoni, or cheese, and I think that was pretty much it. So, all right, let's have a look inside here. Where are we at? 114 nautical miles to go. We're really cutting it close on the fuel. Should have put just a smidge in the tank. Maybe 10% more. Just been okay, but we'll make it. We're gonna make it work, one way or the other. Yes, I did Amela. I'm not. Well, after the Dodgers won the World Series, I'm kind of like, about baseball. Like, I really like to see. Look, nothing would make me happier than somebody, like the Dodgers go back and somebody just kick the crap out of them. Like, just annihilate them in 4 games and then send them home crying. I would love nothing more. Do I think that will happen? Probably not. But it would make my year if that's how things turned out. Well, yeah, I'm curious to see how things play out this season. I'd like to watch more hockey, to be honest. Hockey just seems more interesting. I've been to live hockey games before. Got rid of their feet. See, I don't understand why teams have that kind of stuff, but I get it. Like, it's a matter of looking professional, like when you go talk to the media and everything. But I think, like, hey, if you want to grow a beard, whatever, mustache, whatever it may be, do you. As long as you're winning, who cares? Now, if you're not winning, yeah, maybe I'm going to impose some stupid rules on you until you start winning. I don't know. Yeah, I like to follow hockey again. It's just I don't really follow sports to the degree I used to. Like, I just don't get that excited about it. Air hockey doesn't count, Joseph. Air hockey in the pub doesn't count. I'm kidding. Well, that's good. It's a very brutal sport. But, yeah, I don't have that same sort of, like, like, I gotta watch these games or whatever. Even, like, look, I on Twitter, I joined a fantasy racing team or league. You pick cars in the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Series, and you pick cars in the World Endurance Championship. Hey, Kev, how are you? So it's just for fun. Like, but what's normal hockey? Are you talking like ice hockey, Joseph? Shout out to Kev. But like, some people take that. It's like people who do the fantasy football leagues. They take that stuff super seriously. They're analyzing the stats after every game and all that stuff. But I'm just, like, I'm just trying to, I'm just having fun with it. I'm not taking it seriously. If I do well through the season, okay, it's fun. But okay, field hockey. Okay. When you say, like, when I think of hockey, I think of ice hockey, not field hockey. So it's a different kind of hockey. You're not, like, worrying about skating and keeping your balance and all that. Kev, did you play hockey growing up there in New York? Hockey was your thing, yeah. Oh. But, yeah, I just... Oh, okay. I didn't know if you didn't eat that. I know some people, that was like a big thing in New York. I guess depending on where you lived. Ice hockey was a big deal. You know, just kind of like in Texas, football's, you know, high school football's a big deal. Pee Wee football, all that stuff. Knock hockey is. No, I don't think I've ever heard of it. What is it? All right, 94 nautical miles to go. Second look at Oh, it's like a table, tabletop hockey. Oh, okay, like tabletop hockey. Nothing wrong with that. So we had the arcade that I used to go to. Yeah. Oh, I used to play air hockey at the arcade I used to go to. Back when I was a kid. That was like a big thing. Yeah. Everybody tried to like go back and forth across the goal, and then somebody would just make that bank shot, bam, right in the goal. Yep. Yeah, I liked air hockey. Actually, you know, one of the things I do miss is pinball machines. Pinball was a lot of fun back in the day. Try to like shake the machine to get the ball to go a certain way, get the, you know, get the extra pinball to drop. Oh, those were the days. But what? I made your old team, Joseph. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to find, like, I think actually collecting a real pinball machine. A lot of people, if you've got the money, get one that's in working condition on the door when you drop a bucket. No, you drop a flaming bag of poo on their door. On their doorstep. Let's have a look at the fuel situation. Okay. We got 82 nautical miles to go. New York knock hockey. We still got a bit to go. Still about 24 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna do the short real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do the short real quick. After this, I'm gonna Scruffy did it and got a -5. So I'm going to try to beat him in the vertigo on the short. The medium, I'll be in the stream for sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to fly the medium, but I'll definitely be in the stream. As soon as I'm done flying, I gotta run to Sam's, get gas. I gotta stop off at Publix and get some food and stuff, and then. But I should be in the stream for sure. But I'm going to knock out the short because I want to see if I can beat him in the vertigo. No, Publix is just it's a grocery store, kind of like Kroger's in a way, but not as fancy as Kroger's or Wegmans up there in New York. Here I never heard of it until, well, I knew it in Georgia. Like I think there was one in Savannah. Publix was. I think it's mostly in the South, but it's like if you work there, you get like stock options and all that. It's a employee-owned grocery store, basically. Well, that's the theory behind it. They don't like there's the ones around here, like the one that we normally go to is fairly okay, but there's better ones. Like there's one downtown, not far from the University of Alabama in Birmingham, and because a lot of people go there for medical school, like nursing and doctors and all that, they all kind of live in that area. There's like a lot of nice condos, apartments, or whatever. So they have a Publix. It's small, but it's very well stocked. It's predominantly. It's not like a big grocery store, but you can go in there and get stuff. It's a lot of it's like pre-made meals. Like their deli is way better than the one that we go to here near us. We've gone out to the one in Trussville that is way better. I hear the one not far from where I go get acupuncture is even better. It's like it, and part of it is if it's in an area where there's a lot of money, those stores are managed very well. They don't tolerate a lot of nonsense. So, but the one here, they have a new manager and things are just not the same like what it was when I first moved here. We think that a lot of people either have quit or gone to other stores because they just don't like the way the management's going. So, it's unfortunate. But I miss Wegmans. Wegmans was fantastic, but it's expensive. So Publix is the only place. Yeah, Publix is the only place that I know of, grocery store wise, that I can get decent price sushi. Like on Wednesdays they have $5 sushi days, but that's usually just like the standard spicy rolls. You know, like they have tuna or salmon or whatever. But it's pretty reasonably priced. But it's not some. It's weird because you think in the South, like most people, you say sushi and they're just kind of like, they're like barbecue. What? They're like sushi. I don't know about all that. So, yeah, there's very few places to go to get sushi. Yeah, they do have the spicy California rolls. Yeah, it's just. But it's not a bad store. I just wish it, like if it was back to the way it was before, it would be even better. But I think they've driven a lot of employees away.
237, you are leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved. Clipper 237. Varna Center Clipper 237 is type 1 4 miles west of Lima Bravo 178,000 feet. Request flight following.
See how far up.
Clipper 237 Varna Center. Squawk tree 065.
Alright, let me look at my fuel situation.
Squawk Tree 065, Clipper 237.
We have to go back to the.
Clipper 237, radar contact 1 tree
Or
miles
go back
west of
to
Lima, Bravo, 178,000 feet. Altimeter tree 0.55.
Roger, Clipper 237.
We use up the auxiliary tanks. We're gonna barely make it there, I think, on the fuel. Crunchy, yeah, I've had the crunchy stuff. That's okay. It's a little bit more of a mess than I care for, but it'll do in a pinch. If I'm really wanting some sushi and that's all they have, I'll get it. Alright, let's see. 60 nautical miles out. Should be. Nope. Sitting almost close to the top. Getting there to the top of the descent. I think what I'm going to do. Alright, let's look at our. So 4. That's the runway there. And it doesn't have like a precision approach, so I think what we're going to do, kind of like what I was saying earlier, we're going to come in, we're not going to fly, that's the VOR that we're tuned into. It doesn't make it out of the parking lot. I hear you. Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to come in. The only thing, boy, I'm getting kind of low on fuel. We're going to have to make a tight pattern into 4. So we're going to, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start dropping altitude now. And we're going to just shoot for 3,000 feet. Yes. Oh, yeah, of course. I've had Olive Garden. Heck yeah. Yep. Love the Olive Garden. I'm gonna put on the booster pumps. Yeah. Oh, I haven't had Olive Garden in a while. I can't remember the last time. Actually, it's been years. Because last time it was in Savannah. They had a nice... Well, it wasn't in like Savannah proper. It was outside of Savannah, but in that area. I'm going to leave this out here for a few minutes. I'm going to go run to the little captain's room. I'll be right back. And yes, I will wash my hands. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's see here. E7. Alright, let's see if we can talk to our destination. Thank you. Appreciate that, Noah. Ah, it was just there. This.
Burgas Tower Clipper 237 is 46 miles west, 6,200 feet with Oscar to land.
Clipper 237 Burgas Tower. Altimeter tree 0.5, 6 wind 044 at 7. Fly left base runway 4.
Make left base runway for Clipper 237.
Got that. Make sure we don't have anything that's going to disrupt us. Nope. Right. Slow down our descent rate just a little bit. Go back to the main tanks here in just a second. We'll get a little bit lower, get a little bit closer. Kind of flat here, it looks like. So yeah, we'll knock out a quick flight here once we land. Shouldn't take very long to cover 97 nautical miles in the Vertigo. We'll zip down from Canada and over there into Idaho. Hopefully grease the landing. See if we could beat a -5. Real quick. So we'll be back next Saturday, same time, 8 o'clock in the morning Central. Tajikistan from Tajikistan. Tajikistan to Kyrgyzstan. That's a real tongue twister, huh? Put that back up to. So we're lowering our altitude. Go ahead and put the main tanks. circle around the airport. Once we have eyes on it, looks like the weather's pretty clear here. Oh, all this farmland. What do they grow here? It's a main crop. The way this land is, it almost looks like there's a mountain here. Maybe it's a bit of, yeah, maybe a low hill. That's definitely on a kind of sloped farm. At least that's the way it looks. That's perception. I could be wrong. No, there's definitely some kind of a hill right here. You can see the slopes of the land right here. I think I can kind of see possibly the coast there in front of us. Let's get some flaps out. Get a plane slowing down here. Look at the airport here. Nice long 10,000 foot runway. Should be easily identifiable. You should kind of see this bay kind of area maybe, or this very, it's like a lake almost, I guess. These are all docks or something. We should be able to see find the airport fairly easily. Oh, look at this. We just follow the freeway. Let's see. Go back to the little nav map. No, that freeway won't take us all the way to the airport. Dang it. We should intercept this interchange here. If you see that, we know we're in good shape. Find the Concorde at 56,000 feet. Well, thank you all for being here. We're going to do one more quick flight after this, and then we'll be done for the day. Appreciate seeing everybody here. Alright, see the coastline there now. There's where the freeway splits off. That splits off and goes up to our north there. Looks like a rest stop or something right there. Huh. Okay. Let's go just a little bit lower. Alright. I think we can have just enough fuel to get us there. Nautical miles out. Just under 16. I think we're just going to stay inside the flight deck here for the remainder of the flight until we get on the ground. And of course, the ads are about to start. I'm going to try to get it a little bit closer, and then I'm going to snooze the ads. Oh yeah, definitely, Mela. It was nice catching up. All right. Okay, so that's that bay kind of area I was talking about. I wonder if that's like a fishery or something. This area right here. Up off the front of the nose there. Little area there in front of the plane. So the airport's just on the other side of all that. City there.
Clipper 2 tree, 7 wind 044 at 7. Cleared to land runway 4.
Cleared to land runway for Clipper 237.
4 is over that away. Alright. Yeah, I wonder if this is like a fishery area or something. Maybe they make, what's it called, caviar. What's a caviar? All right, there's the airport right there. Look at our needle, the VRDME is just out there somewhere. Alright. Try to do a couple things at once here. Fire the autopilot. Snooze the ads. left before the ads start again. There's our runway to the left there. Alright, here we go. Hey, look, it's a runway. We found the airport again. that's got to be greased. That has got to be greased. That was so buttery smooth, I didn't even feel the wheels touch the ground.
Clipper 2 tree 7 exit runway when able. Clipper 2 tree 7 contact ground on 118.0.
Let's see, how did we do? We got
118.0 Clipper 2 tree 7.
59.
Goodbye.
Oh, come on. That should have been at least a 9. What? 59. Phew, that should have been butter. That was butter. Oh well. That was pretty. I'm pretty happy with that. I thought it was much better though.
Burgas ground Clipper 2 tree 7 request taxi to parking.
Thank you, Miller. Thank you, Joseph.
Clipper 2 tree 7 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha.
We'll let the ads play.
Taxiing to general
We
aviation
taxi.
parking via taxiway Alpha Clipper 2 tree 7.
I really thought I nailed a butter on that one, but that's okay. We'll knock out one more flight. And that won't take very long to do. That was almost a textbook left pattern there. All right, almost. The ads are playing. Park it. Swap planes real quick. This other flight done, and we'll be done for the day. By the time I'm done with that, it'll be about time to feed the dogs. Their lunch. The real landing, we gotta see if we can beat it from -5 though, coming up. If I can do it in most any plane, it's gonna be in the vertigo. Lower than a -5. All right, let's go ahead and hour 40, not bad. Of course, the stream doesn't show that hour 40 because I did take a bit of a break before before we got flying in order to get my hot cocoa going. All right, real quick break. I'll be right back. Give me just a second. All right, let's change planes. Where'd it go? My favorite livery. All right, CYG. Wait, what? Do I have the right? CG. All right, and we're just going to go ahead. We're just going to go ahead and depart. We're not going to do the startup and taxi and all that. We're going to get going. The menu music is off. Yes, Amilla. KCOE. Rifle. Runway 20. Okay. Happy Boynton. 10,000 feet. What? I guess that's what we'll do. Yeah, I turned all that off ages ago, Mill. It was just too... I don't know. I don't really care. I don't like it. But I don't like it. All right.
Charlie Yankee Charlie Golf Traffic Clipper 237 taking off runway 15 departure to the south.
Ooh, look at it. It's snowing. Look at that. Okay. Let's get some things set up here. Let's get to 10,000. Ooh, that's too high. Okay, and let's get our wind. Ooh, nice headwind taking off. All right. Ooh, okay, and altimeter's set. I think we're all set. There we go. There's our look outside the aircraft here. Now we don't have... Oh, I do have a window de-ice. Get a picture here of the plane here on the ground. This for general purpose. All right, now we can get out of here. All right, let's go. Hold on tight. Gears up. Flaps up.
Vancouver Center Clipper 237 is type JMB Aviation Vertigo 1 mile south of Charlie Yankee
Ooh,
Charlie
crap,
Golf,
crap, crap,
2,200 feet.
Ooh.
Request flight following.
Clipper 237, Vancouver Center. Squawk 411 tree.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Squawk 411 Tree Clipper 237.
Clipper 237 radar contact 3 miles south of Charlie Yankee Charlie Golf, 3,600 feet.
That could have ended ugly.
Altimeter tree 0.12.
I think we're okay now.
Roger Clipper 237.
Ooh-wee, that was fun. Oh, come on, Bex. Gee whiz. Hey, it was fine. It was under control. It's all good. We're gonna get up above the clouds here in a minute. Can't be all sunshine and roses and rainbows and all that. You know how many times I've flown with Kev in weather like this, and you can't see, and in a plane that doesn't have all the my hand in front of my face. Oh, come on, Mick. It's not that bad. Look, it's clearing. Ooh, look at those. Look at that mount right there. Let's see, where are we at? 7. We'll be at 10,000 feet before we... I'm fine, Joseph. We're good. We are A-okay.
Clipper 237 contact Seattle Center on 123.905. Good day.
123.905 Clipper 237. Goodbye. Seattle Center Clipper 237 8,100 feet.
Clipper 237,
Look at that.
Seattle Center altimeter 30.15 radar contact.
Negative. See, look at that. Look at the view we got now. Look at that. Where else can you get a view like this for the low price of free, huh? Look at that. This is almost as good as when we flew up in Alaska a few weekends ago. We'll watch when we go back here. I can just do it on the fly. Look at that view. Look at that view though. All nice and snowy, all chilly. Everybody get your hot cocoa out. Your hot adult beverage. Mick, get your latte. Look at that. I gotta get a picture of this. clouds. Got a little sliver of the moon. Got the hot water bottle. Okay, how about a hot water bottle and a latte? How about that? We took off from, I think it, like, right there, I think that's the, between America and Canada right here is the, so West Kootenay Regional, probably butchering that name, but that's the airport right there. So it's in southern part of Canada, because you got Seattle's right there, so we're right near the Canada-American border. We're already in American airspace. It's like it was just a hot skip right over the, and we're already in American airspace. We shoved Joseph in the back of the plane there. We got him out of Canada before he started spilling the beans. We had to rescue him from himself. Look at that, we are just ground speed of 400 knots, true air speed of 396. Got a 24 knot wind coming off our backside there. Not a complete, certainly not a tailwind. If we had that 24 knot tailwind, man, we'd be hauling right now. We're doing pretty good. So we need to get a little bit closer. Let's see if we can talk to our destination just yet. I don't think so. Must be a lot of small airstrips in this area, farms and whatnot. Probably areas for hunting lodges. Nope, not yet. Well, let's go to Deer Flat. So yeah, we're not quite there yet. We gotta get a little bit closer. That's some information there. I think it'll even, if I do plane. Yep. There. Yeah, when I fly this plane, this is my favorite livery to fly with. I like that blue, or the silver and red. Touch of black there as well. On the tail and the... Yeah, it looks pretty smart. Pretty sharp. Sharp as a blade. This is when I fly with Kev. If we want to get a flight done quick, this is the preferred plane. We can cover a lot of distance in a very short amount of time. But look at that, we're already 39 nautical miles out. All right, let's see if we can talk to him now. And this is a plane that generally I have a very good landing rate in. prefer 2.4, but 4 might be preferable because of the 5,400 feet. I think we're fine with that. The great thing is it does have, I can use an autopilot in this, and it'll fly the plane very stably. There it is. Let's see, 2.4. No, 4. No, 2. 2. No, 2-0. 2-0.
Kilo Charlie Oscar Echo Traffic Clipper 23728 miles north 10,000 feet inbound to land runway 20.
What's our altitude at the airport? Oh, at 2,300 feet. So we need to be about 5,500. Back below the clouds. Flying through the clouds again. Doesn't know where he's going. He's a jerk. Oh, look at this. Mick, I think we found some more spots for you to build a cabin at. Look at this area. Okay, I should probably be back in here because I can't see through. Okay, it looks pretty flat from here. All right, we're almost done, folks. Thank you all once again for hanging out today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If not, you know who to talk to. He's in the chat. Just tell Joseph you didn't enjoy it, and he'll follow that complaint appropriately. We'll be back next Saturday, 8 o'clock Central. Going from Tajikistan to Kyrgyzstan. We're going to the stands. Okay, I think we are getting... Oh, is that our airport there? That might be our airport right there. Yep, that's it. Look at that. Look at that. Come on now. So our... So we're looking for the runways that kind of intersect. Coming in, so we're looking at the, okay, I see it now. Okay. Wow, look at this view. I gotta get a picture of that. That looks fantastic. I don't know what I said that was funny. To be honest. I couldn't even tell you what it was that made him laugh. That's okay. If he's laughing, it's all right. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Man, look at this scenery, though. Finally, we're in another area where it was snowy. All right, let's have a look at that map again. So 20, okay. And of course, yeah, that's one. If he saw you, Millie, you need to move. All right, I think we can make this in 9 minutes. All right, here we go. Let's get this done. See, how was that? How did any of that end badly? Come on now. Did it, Bex, did it end badly? No. We made it out of there. got this, man. Oh, we got this. We're on our way to a -4 or lower. I have confidence. We got this.
Landing gear.
Oop.
Landing gear.
I thought I'd put that down. Good thing I. Still have confidence. I don't think that was butter. Well, let's see how we did. 18. I did grease it, but not low enough. Oh well. What do you mean you can't look, Joseph? Come on now. Now, once again, Bex, did it end badly? No, it didn't. Come on. Thank you, Bex. He was sure I was going to crash. Don't mind them. Alright, let's see. I got to figure out where to park. Let's see. Is there anybody over here? That's a parking lot. Ground crew. Oh, well, it doesn't really. Are they waiting for me over there, maybe? Yeah, we'll find a spot. That's all right. We'll just park it somewhere. Yeah, they're in the hangars. Like, can you believe this fool came in here? What's wrong with them? Airport's closed for the day. Come back tomorrow. If you want fuel, just swipe your credit card and gas up, and we'll send you the bill later. Well, at least it's scenic. Huh? Just leave. Yeah. The tip is don't go to the dodgy McDonald's with Joseph. That's the tip. You end up buying half of the menu. Okay, there we go. I think this is a good spot to park it. Well, we didn't beat Scruff, but that's okay. We had a good flight. Wow. Look at that area right there. Right in front of us. Look at that. I almost feel like hopping in a fighter jet and flying around there real quick. Somebody's been doing it, obviously. Okay, well. Might as well just sit here and let the ads play, and then we'll finish everything up. Yeah, that was fantastic. Wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but you know what? That's okay. I was hoping to beat Scruff, but I gave it a good shot. At least I greased it. That's the important part. Yeah. Well, I sometimes I get like on a pretty good roll, and I'm beating them on a fairly regular basis on the landing rates. But then it just kind of then I have a bad streak. Like it just I can't land for crap. So, but no, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that 18. I mean, that's pretty good. I was hoping to have a lower one in the DC3, but I'm pretty happy with that outcome as well. So, no, that was good stuff. So, yeah, I'm pretty pleased overall with the results. So let's let the ads play, and then we'll wrap things up once the ads are done. So yeah, it was good stuff, good flight, good results. Not the best, not enough, but I mean, honestly, Scruff really nails some landings sometimes, and there's just not much you can do to deal with it. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Give the ads a few minutes here. I think they're playing right now, or about to. It's weird because it says ad break starting, and then it takes a while for it to. Yes, and I honestly, when I started flying with Kevin, with Kev Sim Corner, that was one of the things I noticed. My landings improved dramatically. We fly a lot of different stuff, a lot of different planes in order to get the flights done. Sometimes we fly biplanes, sometimes we fly, the Vertigo. We fly a bunch of different things. But he tries to mix it up a little bit so that you're not always seeing the same plane. It just turns out sometimes some planes are better suited for the flight than others. So yeah, it's just it's pretty awesome. I think the daily challenges are great because the short ones, it forces you to think about what you're going to do. I think all of them do. On the long one, you're not going to just take the Vertigo. You're going to take a jumbo jet or something to complete it. The mediums you can do like a regional jet, business jet, something like that. You could even take an A320. So no, it's a great way to see places that you haven't seen before, or go back to places that you've been. So yeah, I really enjoy it. So yeah, my landings dramatically improved. Over flying with Kev on the daily shorts especially. So. And he was the one that told me about this plane, and I hadn't heard of it, and I was like, oh, I got to try this. So, I kind of fell in love with it, and I'm like, oh, man, this is great for the short flights and, just for fun kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's very quick, very maneuverable, but anyway, all right, I think everything's done. We'll go in here and turn off the stuff and go ahead and end the flight. Menu, please. So no, I enjoy stuff like that. It was a bit of a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, it was a challenge getting out, but we made it. Hey, Scruff, how are you? Speak of the devil. You got me. I tried. I thought I was gonna be able to get close to you. You got the -5. I just got a -18. So, yeah, good stuff. That was a very tough, challenging. I kind of made everybody gasp when I took off, and there was mountains right in the way of the departure, and had to fly it manually for a few seconds, and then got it up to 10,000 and just put it on the ground. So we're just getting ready to wrap things up. I'm good. Just gonna wrap things up and get. I gotta get some lunch, and I gotta feed the dogs here shortly. And yeah, it was a bit crazy. Like, it was very overcast, but I was just like, it just suddenly appeared, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I flew around it, flew above it, just kept climbing, but that was really nice scenery. Once in some of the areas where the clouds cleared up, it was just amazing. Oh, that's okay. We went to Bulgaria, got that done in the DC-3, had a nice landing in that one. That was a -59 in the DC-3. And then, so I got the Bulgarian flag now. So, yeah, we're just ready to wrap things up for the day. And we'll be back next Saturday, Tajikistan to Kyrgyzstan next Saturday. So we'll go to Manas, the airport I flew in before ages ago, on my way to Afghanistan. We're hitting some of the stands. See you later, Bex. Take care. Good to see you. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out. See you later, Infidel. Good to see you as well. And yeah, fantastic stuff. Get streaming. Thank you. See you later, Mel. See you, Joseph. Take care, Scruffy. See ya there, Glenny babes. All right. I'll see you all next time. Do enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, early Sunday. You know that time change will mess you up. And I have been and always shall be your host, pilot, lead singer, and driver of the airplane for Parasox Airline. Uncle B, until next Saturday, peace. Live long and prosper.